All right, if you want a party, you shall have a party. I'll talk to Frank Crawley about it.
What will you wear?
I never dress up. It's the rule of the house. The host doesn't wear fancy dress.
Oh, that's not fair.
The rule of the house.
Well, in that case, I shall keep my costume a secret.
Miss Caroline de Winter.
How do you do, Mr. De Winter?
Go and change. It doesn't matter what you put on. Quickly, before anybody gets here. Quickly!
Well, the dress, the picture you copied. Rebecca did the same at the last ball.
You made me wear that dress last night, didn't you? I should never have thought of it but for you.
There must be a ship gone ashore in the bay.
We sent a diver down to inspect the damage. While he was down there, he came across the hull of a small sailing boat. There was a body on the cabin floor.
Oh, my God.
It's Rebecca's body lying on the cabin floor.
No, Maxine, no.
I killed her.
What do they do now?
They'll identify her body. There's everything they need in that cabin. The shoes, the clothes she had, the rings on her fingers. They'll identify her body. And then they'll remember the other one, the woman they buried last year.
What are you going to do? What are you going to say?
What?
Does anyone know what happened?
No one but you and me.
You sure Frank doesn't know?
How could he? There was no one there but myself. It was dark.
I love you. I love you. Will you believe me now?
Yes, I believe you. I love you so much. So much. I thought I'd go mad. There was no one I could tell.
You could have told me.
You seemed so bored, so unhappy.
I thought you still loved Rebecca.
Loved her. I hated her. Hated her. What can I tell you? How can I explain Rebecca? For her, true happiness was only to be found in the unhappiness of others, in possession, in destruction. We went on holiday in Monte Carlo when she made her bargain with me. We went for a drive up into the hills. Do you remember that drive? Well, we stood there together on the edge of that precipice, looking out at the sunset. I remember her. Her black hair was blowing in the wind. She told me everything about herself. She was smiling as she told me. I'll be discreet, she said. I'll take a flat in London. Nobody will ever know. And I'll make your precious Manderley the most beautiful house in all the country. We stood there on the edge of that precipice within 6 feet of death. I almost killed her then. Instead, I agreed. Why? Because I suppose I was afraid of scandal, afraid of all those whispered rumors. I thought about Manderley too much. I put Manderley first before anything else. And it does not prosper, that sort of love. She kept her side of the bargain. It was her taste, her skill that made Manderley the thing it is today. The china, the tapestries, the gardens, the shrubs, even Happy Valley. None of that existed when my father was alive. That's all Rebecca. One day she'd be here, entertaining, all graciousness and smiles, and the next back to London. And so we lived. Month after month, year after year. Then she began to go careless. She began to ask her friends down here. There was one man, well, one man in particular, a man called Favell.
Jack Favell?
Yes. Do you know him?
I met him. He came here when you were away to see Mrs. Danvers.
But why didn't you tell me?
He asked me not to.
That's no reason.
I thought it'd remind you of Rebecca.
As if I needed reminding. Well, he spent a lot of time down here when she was alive. She'd tell the servants that she was going to sail and wouldn't be back until the morning, and then she'd spend the night with him in that cottage by the bay. Then one day, one morning, I lost my temper. I told her that if I found him here again, I'd kill him. She didn't even reply. She just ignored me. Things drifted on. Nothing much happened. And then I'd been having dinner with Frank Crawley. Rebecca had gone to London. I left Frank's at about 10:30. Her gloves and scarf were on a chair in the hall. She'd come back. I couldn't imagine why. I went upstairs. She wasn't there. I guessed that she'd gone down to the cottage. I presumed Jack Favell had gone with her. Well, I felt I couldn't stand it any longer. I took the gun. Just to frighten. I took the gun and slipped out into the garden. The servants didn't know that I'd come back at all. I made my way down through the woods to the cottage. Rebecca was alone. I started shouting at her. I told her that I'd had enough, that it was the end. She got up. She got up and stretched herself, her arms above her head. "You're right, Max," she said. She was smiling. This time I turned over a new leaf, found a new interest in life. A child, perhaps. A son. An heir to your precious Manderley. And nobody in the world could ever prove that it wasn't yours. I'll be the perfect mother, just as I've been the perfect wife. She turned round to face me, laughing. I fired at her heart. She didn't fall at once. She just stood there, looking at me, that slow smile on her face. Her eyes wide open. I carried her down to the boat. It must have been almost midnight. There was no moon. The wind was squally from the west. I carried her down to the cabin and left her there. I managed to get the boat out into the bay beyond the beacon. The wind blew down from the headland like a funnel. I opened the Seacock's. Water began to come in. I had a spike with me, and I drove it into the bottom boards. One plank split right across. I took out the spike and drove it into another plank. Water came up over my feet. I left Rebecca lying there. I closed the cabin door. I climbed into the dinghy, pulled away, and watched. The boat was sinking by the head. The jib was shaking and cracking like a whip. Suddenly, she heeled right over, and the mast split right down the center. The boat wasn't there anymore. I came back to the house. As I was undressing, Mrs. Danvers knocked at the door. I think she was worried about Rebecca. I told her to go back to bed. That's all.
They can't prove anything against you.
Not yet.
No one knows but us.
They may find out
How?
by asking questions.
What questions? Who's going to ask questions?
The coroner, for a start. There's bound to be an inquest.
And on the 23rd of that month, you went to Edgecombe to examine the body of a woman, which you were able to identify without hesitation as being that of your late wife, Rebecca de Winter. How do you explain that?
I must have been mistaken. The body was already far gone in decomposition. It could have been almost anyone, man or woman. I suppose I went there expecting it to be my wife's body. I was mistaken.
Yes. Yes, that seems to be quite understandable. Thank you, Mr. de Winter.
Was this the winner?
Mr. Tad, it is suggested that at the moment Mrs. de Winter went below, for a coat perhaps, a violent gust of wind came down from the headland into the cove. Now, would that, in your expert opinion, have been sufficient to capsize the boat?
No, sir, I don't think it would.
Well, I'm afraid that is what must have happened. I don't think Mr. de Winter or any of us suggests that your workmanship was to blame for the accident at all. You fitted the boat out at the start of the season. You reported her sound and seaworthy. That's all I want to know.
Excuse me, sir, but there's more to it than that. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to make a further statement.
Oh, very well, go on.
It's like this, sir. After the accident, some people said that I'd let Mrs. de Winter start the season in a leaky, rotten boat. I lost 2 or 3 orders because of it. So when they found the boat and brought it to the surface, I asked Captain Searle if I could examine her. I wanted to satisfy myself that I'd done a good job of work.
And were you satisfied?
Indeed, I was, sir. There was nothing wrong with that boat as regards the work I did to her. She'd sunk on sandy bottom, sir. I asked the diver about that, and he told me so. She'd not touched the ridge at all. She was lying on sand, and there wasn't the mark of a rock on her.
Is that all you want to say?
No, sir, it's not. What I want to know is this. Who drove the O's in her planking? Rocks didn't do it. The nearest rock was 5 feet away. Besides, they weren't the sort of marks made by a rock. They was O's, done with a spike.
Why, what do you mean? Where were these holes?
There was 3 of them altogether, sir. One right forward, by a chain locker on the starboard side, below the waterline. The other 2 close together amidships, underneath her floorboards in the bottom. And the sea cocks had been turned on as well.
I don't understand that. Wouldn't it be very dangerous to leave the sea cocks open?
Why, yes, sir, it would. With those O's in her planking and the sea cocks not closed, it wouldn't take long for a small boat like her to sink. Not much more than 10 minutes.
What are you suggesting, Mr. Tabb?
It's my opinion, sir, that the boat never capsized at all. I think she was deliberately scuttled.
Mr. De Winter, do you know anything of these holes driven in the planking?
Nothing whatsoever.
I must remind you, you're still under oath. Do you doubt Mr. Tabb's statement?
Not at all. He's a boat builder. He knows what he's talking about.
So you would agree with Mr. Tabb that a boat with such holes driven in the planking and the sea cocks open could not float for more than 10 or 15 minutes?
Yes.
Therefore, we must put aside the idea that the boat was maliciously tampered with before Mrs. De Winter went for her evening sail. Had that been the case, the boat would have sunk at her moorings.
No doubt.
Therefore, we must assume that whoever did take the boat out that night must have driven those holes in the planking and opened the sea cocks.
Yes, I suppose so.
And yet we've already heard that the door of the cabin was shut, the portholes were closed, and your wife's body was lying on the floor of the cabin.
Yes.
Now, added to this is the extraordinary information that holes had been driven in the planking and the sea cocks were open. Now, does not that strike you, Mr. De Winter, as being very strange?
It does, certainly.
You have no suggestions to make?
No, none at all.
Well, Mr. De Winter, painful as it may be, I'm afraid it is my duty to ask you a very personal question.
Yes?
Were relations between you and the late Mrs. De Winter perfectly happy?
Will someone take my wife outside? She's going to faint.
I'll take you to the car.
No, I'd rather stay, Frank. I want to wait for Maxim.
He might be rather a long time.
Why should he be? What are they going to do?
That man Tabb has altered everything. They'll have to approach it from a different angle.
What angle? What do you mean?
You heard what he said. They won't believe in an accident anymore.
That's ridiculous. How can he tell what happened? What are they trying to prove?
Oh, I don't know.
That man was there, that man that came to see Mrs. Danvers.
Jack Favell, yes, I saw him.
Well, they were sitting there together.
Yes, I know.
Why was he there, Frank? What right had he to go to the inquest?
He was her cousin.
Well, I don't trust them. They might do something. They might make mischief.
Try not to worry. Come along. I'm sure everything will be all right.
Do please try to answer the question without unnecessary comment, Mr. De Winter. I'm not conducting this inquiry for my own amusement.
That's rather obvious.
So let me ask you again. Had you and your late wife quarreled?
I can't remember.
Well, did you ever quarrel?
Well, of course we... from time to time.
And on this particular evening?
I have already told you. My wife had gone to London. I dined with Mr. Crawley. We had no opportunity to quarrel. It's all over. Suicide.
Suicide? What about a motive? Where was the motive?
They didn't seem to think one was necessary. Oh, God, I'm so tired. I can't see, I can't hear, I can't feel anything.
Is Frank with you?
No, no, he's gone to see the vicar.
Why the vicar?
Something has to happen this evening, now that the inquest is over.
Rebecca.
6:30, it's all arranged.
I'll come with you.
No. Frank will be there. And Colonel Julian.
Colonel Julian?
He's the local magistrate from Kerrith. Thank you. You met him at the ball.
Well, why's he going?
No particular reason. I've asked them to dine with us this evening. I hope you don't mind. Oh. He's been very decent, Colonel Julian. Pulled all kinds of strings, made everything very much easier.
Let me come too.
No. No, my darling. I'd rather you didn't.
Excuse me, madam. Do you know if Mr. De Winter will be long?
No, Frith, not very long.
There's a gentleman to see him, madam. I'm not quite sure what I ought to say. He's so very insistent about seeing Mr. De Winter.
Well, who is it? Anyone you know?
It's Mr. Favell, madam.
I see. I think perhaps I'd better see him.
Very good, madam. Mr. Favell, madam.
I'm afraid Maxim isn't here.
So I see. Oh.
Wouldn't it be better if you made an appointment to see him at the office in the morning?
Oh, I don't mind waiting. How are you feeling? Too bad you fainting like that at the inquest this afternoon. Must have been the heat.
Mr. Favell, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm very tired. It's been an exhausting day. Why don't you see Maxim in the morning?
Yes, I've had an exhausting day too. Exhausting, upsetting, and extremely unpleasant. Rebecca was my cousin, you know. I was damn fond of her.
Yes, I'm sorry.
We were brought up together. Always tremendous pals. Liked the same things, the same people. Laughed at the same jokes. I suppose I was fonder of Rebecca than anyone else in the world. And she was fond of me. All this has been a bloody shock.
Yes, I'm sure it has.
Max knows how I felt about Rebecca. He won't be surprised to find me here.
What do you mean?
Suicide. Do you call that justice? That doddering old fool of a coroner didn't know what he was talking about, did he? But we know. Don't we? We know it wasn't suicide, don't we?
I think you better leave, Mr. Favell.
Now, don't come the high and mighty with me. I've come here to do you a favor. A big favor. For both of you.
What sort of a favor?
That's better. I thought you'd be interested. You know, I could make things damned unpleasant for Max if I tried, if I wanted to. So you too come to that. Do you know what this is? It's a letter from Rebecca. Last thing she wrote before she died. Would you like to read it? Well, go on. I think you might find it interesting. There. I was right, wasn't I? Don't you think that's interesting?
What do you want?
Ah, well, that's what I came to see old Max about. Now, the last thing I want in the world is trouble. You must believe that. Let's keep it all in the family. That's my motto. And we are all part of the same family, you know. You, me, Max, Rebecca. All part of the same big, happy family. Max is what you might call the head of the family, and I'm the poor relation, not a role I enjoy very much, to tell you the truth. In fact, to speak quite bluntly, Mrs. De Winter, I'm most unhappy about it. I mean, here's old Max with all his money, his house, social position, pretty young wife. And here am I with, well, shall we say, considerably less. I'm not a greedy man. I don't want you to think that. But with a settlement of 2,000 or 3,000 a year, I could jog along quite comfortably.
Leave this house.
Maxim,
What
no.
the hell are you doing
He's
here?
got a letter.
Get out.
Maxim,
I should
please.
listen to her if I were you, old man.
It's important.
What letter?
Well, show him the letter. It's the last one she wrote. Rebecca.
So now it's blackmail.
I wouldn't call it that.
What would you call it?
Well, think of your wife, old man. Do you want her to spend the rest of her life as the widow of a murderer?
I think you should show this to Colonel Julian. He's the local magistrate. I'm sure he'd be interested.
Maxim, please.
Good bluff, but it won't work.
No, it's no bluff. Colonel Julian's here now. He and Frank Crawley are dining with us. Had you forgotten?
Fair enough, old man. If you want to hang yourself, it's all the same to me.
In here, Colonel Julian. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Good evening, Mrs. De Winter. Feeling better, I hope?
Yes, thank you. Good evening, Frank.
Good evening.
This is Jack Favell, my late wife's cousin. I don't know whether you've met.
Yes, your face seems familiar. I probably met you here in the old days.
Quite probably.
Mr. Favell thinks there's been a miscarriage of justice.
Oh, in what respect?
I'm not satisfied with the verdict given at the inquest this afternoon.
Oh, isn't that for Mr. De Winter to say?
No, I don't think so. Rebecca wasn't just my cousin. If she'd lived, we'd have been married.
Good God. I see. Oh, well. Is this true, De Winter?
It's the first I've heard of it.
He knew we were lovers.
Yes, I knew that.
I see. All right, Favell, what exactly is your trouble?
This letter was written a few hours before Rebecca died. Read it. See if you think the woman who wrote that letter had made up her mind to kill herself.
I tried to ring you from the flat, but could get no answer. I'm going down to Mander's right away. I shall be at the cottage this evening, and if you get this in time, will you get the car and follow me? I'll spend the night at the cottage and leave the door open for you. I've got something to tell you, and I want to see you as soon as possible. Rebecca. Oh, did you go down to the cottage?
No, I didn't get back until 4 o'clock in the morning. I thought it was too late to drive all that way.
What did she want to tell you? Do you know?
No, I don't.
I see. Well, on the face of it, you would seem to be right. Suicide is neither mentioned nor implied.
Suicide never entered her thoughts. No woman would write a letter like that and then go off and drown herself. It doesn't make sense. It's impossible.
Then what did happen? Can you tell us that?
Yes. Oh, yes. She was murdered. She was murdered by her husband. Look at him. He can't even deny it. He hasn't even got the guts to deny it.
Because I knew I'd seen you before somewhere. You were in court this afternoon.
What if I was?
Well, why didn't you speak out then? Why didn't you show that letter to the coroner?
Because he wanted to try blackmail first. He offered to keep quiet for 3,000 a year.
That's beside the point.
What do you mean, beside the point?
No, he's right, it is. He's made a very serious accusation. And whether he was trying to blackmail De Winter or not, that accusation still stands.
He can't prove a thing.
I've got proof to hang you 3 times over. Aren't those holes in the boat proof you killed her?
Not unless you can bring a witness who saw him do it.
Witness be damned. Of course De Winter did it. Who else would kill Rebecca?
Oh, Careth has a large population. I might have done it myself. You appear to have as much proof against De Winter as you would have against me.
I see. You're going to hold his hand through all this, are you? You won't let him down because he's dined with you and you've dined with him. Very cozy. Well, let me tell you this. For once, I've got the law on my side, and I'm going to use it. Believe me, I am going to use it.
It's the law that demands a witness, Favell, not me. And you'll get nowhere without one.
What witness could there be? It's a private bay. You know that as well as I do. It's the Manderley Bay, and no one goes down there. Just a minute. Just a minute. There might be a witness after all. That fellow on the beach. What's his name? That half-wit.
Ben. Come on, Ben. You want it up at the house.
Don't tell me you're worried, Max, old boy. Don't tell me you're frightened of poor old Ben. You thought you were quite safe, didn't you, eh? Put the body in the boat, punch a few holes, and down she goes, never to be seen again. Rotten luck. Hard cheese. Tough, as they say in the States. Tough. I'll say this for you. You all stick together, don't you, eh? Real pals. No one gives anyone else away, not even the local magistrate. We must exempt the bride, of course. A bride doesn't give evidence against her husband, does she? Does she? And Crawley won't talk. Crawley knows he'd lose his job if he told the truth. Never had much success with Rebecca, did you, eh? Creepy Crawley, she used to call you. Look out! Here comes old Creepy Crawley. Never mind. Your time will come. I'm sure the bride will be grateful for your fraternal arm every time she faints. And she hears the judge sentence her husband to death. That arm of his will come in extremely handy.
Come on, Ben. Look, there's nothing to be frightened of.
It's Ben.
All right.
Come on, Ben.
Hello. How's life treated you since we last met? Well, come on, Ben, don't be shy. You know who I am, don't you?
Eh?
You know who I am, don't you? Come on.
Don't be afraid, Ben. No one is going to hurt you. Now, we just want to ask you some questions. You know Mr. Favell, don't you?
I never seen him.
Well, don't be such a bloody fool. Of course you've seen me. You've seen me go down to the cottage on the beach, Mrs. De Winter's cottage. You've seen me there, haven't you?
No, I never seen no one.
You damned half-witted liar. Yes, you did. We caught you there last summer.
I never seen no one.
Yes, you did. You were peering through the window. We caught you.
I never seen no one.
He's lying.
Has he come to take me away?
No, of course not,
Can't
Ben.
you see he's lying? Make him tell the
I
truth.
don't want to go away. I've done nothing.
No one is going to take you away, Ben. Now, just answer me truthfully. Have you ever seen this man before?
I never seen no one, sir.
You remember Mrs. De Winter, don't you? No, not that lady, the other lady. The lady who used to go to the cottage.
Eh?
The lady who had the boat.
She's gone.
Yes, we know that. Now, sometimes she used to sail that boat at night, didn't she? Do you remember the last time that she went out? The time she went out and never came back?
Eh?
You were there, weren't you? You saw Mrs. De Winter go down to the cottage and you saw Mr. De Winter go in after her. You saw him and you followed him. Now, what happened then? Tell us what happened.
I seen nothing. I never seen no one. I'm not going away. I'm not going to the asylum. I never
You've
seen
seen me
no
scores
one.
of times. You can't believe a word he says. Tell the truth, you half-wit.
Leave
Tell
him.
the truth.
Leave him, man. De Winter, you better send him home.
Ben. Ben, it's all right, Ben. No one's going to send you to the asylum. Don't be afraid. We'll give him some food. Would you see to it, friend?
Yes, of course. Come on, Ben.
Ask cook for something hot.
Would you like some supper?
Payment for services rendered, eh? Done a good day's work for you, Max.
It was your idea to bring him here, Favell.
Yes, and I'm quite certain he saw something. He's just too scared to talk.
No, you can't prove that. In fact, you can't prove anything. You can't even prove your own story.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you tell us that you and Mrs. De Winter were to be married. But who can say whether that is true or false? You can't prove it.
How can't I?
What are you doing?
There's one person in this house who will tell you the truth.
evening, Mrs. Danvers. Won't you please sit down? Mrs. Danvers, first of all, I want to ask you a question. Were you aware of the relationship between the late Mrs. De Winter and Mr. Favell?
They were first cousins.
I was not referring to blood relationship, Mrs. Danvers.
I'm afraid I don't understand, sir.
Oh, come off it, Danny. You know very well what he's driving at. I've told him, he just doesn't believe me. Rebecca was in love with me, wasn't she?
She was not.
Of course she was. You know damn well she was.
She wasn't in love with you or Mr. De Winter. She wasn't in love with anyone. She despised all men.
That's just not true. We've been lovers for years, you know that.
And what of it? She had a right to amuse herself, hadn't she? Lovemaking was a game with her. She told me so. She did it because it made her laugh. I've known her come back and sit upstairs on her bed and rock with laughter at the lot of you.
Mrs. Danvers. Mrs. Danvers, can you think of any reason why Mrs. De Winter should have taken her own life?
No. No.
Favell, show her the letter.
I don't understand. If there was something she had to tell Mr. Jack, she'd have told me first.
You never saw her on that night?
No, I was out. I shall never forgive myself for that.
And those words, "I have something to tell you," convey nothing to you at all?
No, sir, nothing.
I see, thank you. Now, does anyone know how she spent that last day in London?
She went to the hairdresser's. She had an appointment from 11 until 12:30, and then she had lunch at her club. She always lunched at her club on hairdresser days.
Well, what else? What did she do in the afternoon?
I've got her engagement diary in my room. Mr. De Winter never asked me for it. I kept all her things. Would you like me to look?
De Winter?
By all means. Do fetch the diary, Mrs. Danvers.
"11 o'clock here, then lunch at the club. 2 o'clock, Baker." Who's Baker?
Baker. She didn't know anyone called Baker.
Here it is. See for yourself.
Baker. She never spoke of anyone called Baker.
If he'd been important, Danny would have known him. Rebecca never kept any secrets from Danny. I think we're just wasting time.
But he wasn't important. Why did she write his name in her diary?
I don't know, maybe someone who sold silk stockings or face cream.
Oh, there's something among the telephone numbers here. Baker, 0299.
0299. There's a mark against it. It might be anything. I mean, could that be an M?
Might be. It's not like her usual M. She might have scribbled it in a hurry. Perhaps it's the exchange.
Yes, of course, that's right. M for...
Mayfair.
I'll try it, shall I? 0299. Hello, operator. This is Mr. Crawley here. Could you get me a London number, please? It's Mayfair 0299. Here. And it is urgent, so would you hurry, please? Hello? Is that Mayfair 0299? Is Mr. Baker there, please? Who? Ah, wrong number, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm very sorry. Wrong number. It was a Lady Eastley. She was rather cross.
Try Museum.
Or Maida Vale. Or Mill Hill.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me try.
O299. This is Dr. Baker speaking. Who? Yeah? Yes. Oh, yes. Didn't I read about it in the newspaper? I see. Yes? Can you tell me what it's about? Oh, well, if you'd rather. Just a moment. Would 3:30 suit you? Good. I'll see you then, Colonel Julian. Oh, hang on. I'd better give you the address.
Roseland, 53 Carlton Road, Northwest 6. A Dr. Baker. Dr. Baker. Yet another mystery. Why go all the way to London to see a doctor?
And why did she keep it from me? She always told me everything.
Well, perhaps she didn't want to worry you. I've arranged for us to see him tomorrow at 3:30. It'll have to be an early start.
6 o'clock?
Yes, that will be fine.
I shall come with you.
Yes. Yes, I expected that you would.
Well, since I'm unlikely to get an invitation to stay to dinner. Don't look so glum. The newspapers will soon be clamoring for your life story. From Monte Carlo to Mandalay. The experiences of a murderer's girl bride. I can see it all. Good night, old man. I'll see you in the morning. Sleep well. Walk into the car, Danny. Danny.
This time tomorrow. This time tomorrow they'll know. They'll know she was expecting a child. Everything will slip into place. This time tomorrow they'll know.
We'll have tomorrow night together, won't we?
Oh, yes, yes. They won't do anything at once. Not for 24 hours, perhaps. We'll have tonight. And tomorrow night, my darling.
When did you say it was?
Wednesday the 12th at 2 o'clock.
No. No, I'm sorry. I knew I was right. I'd have remembered a name like De Winter.
Who did you see at that time? Can you tell us?
Well, yes, I can't see why not. It was a Mrs. Danvers.
Danny?
She gave a false name.
Yes, of course.
A false name.
Do you remember this Mrs. Danvers?
I'm not sure. Just a moment. Yes, I do remember her.
Tall, slim, dark, very handsome.
Yes, that's right.
May we know why she came to see you?
Well, it's extremely unprofessional, as you know, but since your wife is dead and since the circumstances are so very exceptional, the woman calling herself Mrs. Danvers was very seriously ill. She'd come to see me a few weeks before, a gynecological problem she thought, a pain. I took some x-rays which showed a certain malformation of the uterus. She could never have had any children. But there was something else. And I told her this when she came to see me on the 12th. She wanted to know the truth, so I told her. The pain was slight as yet, but the growth was deep-rooted, and in 3 or 4 months' time, she would have been under morphia. An operation would have been no earthly use at all, and I told her this. The thing had got too firm a hold. There's nothing one can do in a case like that, except give morphia and wait.
Fred! Fred? Thank you for coming, Mr. Crawley.
What's the problem, Fred?
It's Mrs. Danvers, sir. I think she's gone.
Gone? Gone where?
I don't know. She didn't come down this morning, and when I sent one of the maids up to see if she was all right, the girl found her pecking. I went up and she refused to speak to me.
Good Lord.
At about 4 o'clock, a man came up from the station for her boxes, and shortly after that, there was a long-distance telephone call for her.
Who from? You know?
I think it was Mr. Favell, sir. I had it switched through to her room.
But did you see her go?
No, sir. But I asked the gatekeeper to watch out for her, sir, and he swears she hasn't been past the lodge.
You're sure she's gone?
Well, sure as I can be, sir. I went up to her room at about 6:10, and it was empty. Everything had gone.
Extraordinary. Wonder where the devil she is.
I think she lied to me on purpose. The last supreme lie. She wanted me to kill her. She foresaw the whole thing. That's why she laughed. That's why she stood there laughing when she died. She always had her own way, even at the end.
What time is it?
2:20. We'll soon be there.
That's funny.
just looks as if the dawn was breaking. Over there, beyond the hills. It can't be. It's far too early. How funny. You can't see the northern lights in summer, can you?
Those aren't the northern lights.
That's Manderley.
The road to Manderley lay ahead. There was no moon, and the sky above our heads was inky black. But the sky on the horizon was not dark at all. It was shot with crimson like a splash of blood. The ashes blew towards us with the salt wind from the sea.